Welcome, everybody. It's my pleasure to be here tonight to introduce you to my very good friends. We've been friends for, I don't know, 20, 25 years. We were in business together in the early 2000s and had great success. She was a great leader then. She's a great leader now. She has so much knowledge. She's been in this business for over 24 years. She actually taught marketing classes to help people get a better share of the market and really knows what she's talking about. She is currently ranked number 5 power ranker in Canada. Congratulations, Ricia. That is amazing. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce my good friend, Ricia Adair.
Thank you, Penny Toner, my good friend from Grand Prairie, Alberta, and we've got a full house tonight. Thank you, everybody, and welcome. I know that we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. You're going to learn some new things, and for those brand partners in the room, thank you for coming to support the call tonight. And to our guests, thank you for coming on board as well, too, because we've got some pretty exciting information for you. Let me go ahead and start sharing the screen. This is a very exciting weekend coming up from those of us who live in Mexico. It is Buen Fin time.
Wow.
And Buen Fin, anybody know what Buen Fin means?
No.
No? Okay, I'm going to tell you. And Penny, I'm going to
Good
get
ending.
We're going to mute the lines, Penny, please, if you don't mind. Mute your phone, and we're going to get started. Buen Fin means a crazy Black Friday. It's about a 4-day long, and everything goes on sale like crazy. And thanks to Partner Co., I'm able to go refrigerator shopping, and I'm going to get myself a brand new fridge for one of my.
Oh, shit. Sorry, hang on. Ricia, I muted you.
Let's unmute.
There we go.
Okay.
Sorry.
So did you hear the part that thanks to Partner Co., I'm going to buy myself 2 brand new fridges for Buen Fin weekend? Wow.
We did. Sort of like our
6
Black
months
Friday.
ago, I was absolutely broke. This is my gorgeous home. It's a little mini resort. We just had a fabulous party here this last weekend. It was my birthday, my husband's birthday celebrations, and our first year anniversary in our beautiful home in Manzanillo. We have 2 villas on the bottom. It's a little resort, as I mentioned, and we're definitely celebrating being here in this beautiful area. But I'm going to say something to you that you probably don't think about this. You think, wow, what a great dream, and have a beautiful home and ocean view and just go down the hill to the beach. Well, the honest to goodness truth is that living in the tropics is a very exciting yet a very expensive adventure. Things seem to deteriorate here very quickly. My friend Archer is on the phone with us, and he'll be able to testify that as well, because they're in the process of building. It's amazing what the climate will do to your property. So when we first got here, we had a little bit of a nest egg, and very, very quickly that nest egg absolutely disappeared right in front of us. One parade of tradesmen after another. The advantage is I got to learn a lot of Spanish words about construction. The disadvantage is it wiped away all of our savings. Now I'm over 60, so you know what that means. You get the fat rumpy thing going on, or frumpy thing. Either one, they were both not complimentary. And I wasn't liking where I was health-wise. I was suffering from a lot. I had a really rough first year in Mexico with all kinds of health conditions, and I gained an incredible amount of weight. I didn't like it, and no matter how often I walked that beach or swam that ocean or went up and down the stairs, I was not shedding anything. And Chris and Joni Budd, good friends of mine, they called us up, or called me up, and said, you know, Ricia, you got to know about these drops. And I said, I'm all in. I'm all in. And Mike was over listening to this call, and he says, you better not put anything on the credit card that you can't pay for next month, right? So I bought 2 boxes of the skinny drops, and you're going to see my story as we proceed closer to the end there. But Partner Co has absolutely changed my life, and I'm so, so grateful. I'm super healthy now. You'll see my before and after pictures come up. There's so many modifications that we've done to this property. I've just painted that beautiful pool deck, just painted the upper floor of my home, bought brand new air conditioners in every room of the villas. And what am I doing now? Oh yeah, I'm buying fridges for Gwenfin, and I'm hiring a painter to paint some of the other levels. So thank you, Partner Co. We're back in the money now, and I'm back to dreaming European river cruise, African safari. It's back on the dream board, and I'm pretty excited about things. A little quick story about John Wadsworth and Darren Zobrist. John had spent his entire adult life, as you can tell, he's only a guy like in his 40s or something, in the Tahitian noni business as a network marketer. And he had attained so much success that he actually became one of the top international earners of that company. During the time of COVID, Tahitian noni and a few other well-known brand companies were in financial trouble, as many businesses started to fail during that COVID time. And he was 2 weeks away from not seeing a paycheck again. His wife said to him, I had the fortunate of spending 45 minutes with his wife at our recent conference. She told me the whole story. And she said, well, we just have to buy the company. Well, honey, we don't quite have that kind of money. So, well, let's pray to God. Well, their friend from church, Darren Zobrist, was their answer to the prayers. Darren flew to Barcelona with John, and he heard the testimonies of many, many people who had worked hard with their businesses and wanted to keep their future with their families. Together, Darren and John formed a company called Partner Co. They bought all the assets, all the brands of these many companies that we're going to be introducing you to, and we are called Simply Better Together. In the last 6 months, I've learned so much about hormonal imbalance. I had no idea that what I was experiencing was directly attributed to my hormones being out of balance. I want you to have a look at this list and put a tick mark beside a mental tick mark beside those circles that apply to you: mood swings and hot flashes, low libido, acne, headaches, insomnia, night sweats, tiredness, fatigue, food cravings, and weight gain. That all can have to do with hormonal being out of balance. We're going to present to you over 100 products, including those that can balance your hormones and get you back to losing that weight and being at your healthy goal, your goal weight, increasing energy, as well as immune health, reducing inflammation, gut health, athletic products. There's so many products that we have to
Feels
share
good,
with
hey?
you.
Oh, yeah.
Can you please mute the lines, please, Penny? Thank
Yeah.
you.
I mean, you're always pretty, but yeah.
Thank
Okay,
you.
we've got Trish talking. If we could please. All right. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear. Thumbs up in the chat. We're good. Can you give me a thumbs up, please? Can you hear me?
Yes, you're good, Ricia.
Okay, thank you. All right. First, I want to brag a little about Dr. Ray Strand. He is our Chief Medical Officer, a world-renowned author. He's one of the most brilliant scientists I've ever heard speak. He oversees over 215 plus peer-reviewed published clinical studies. Every year, along with Dr. Pina and Brett West, they oversee over 1,040 of annual quality tests. We have Dr. Crystal Vance on our Wellness Council, Kristen White on our Athletic Council, and Brett West, who is the world's leading foremost expert on the Tahitian noni. One thing that excited me, guys and gals, is the fact that we have a global presence in 59 countries. Me being in Mexico and having most of my peeps in Canada and the US, just as Joni and Chris are in Costa Rica, we're all able to build an international business. My friend Archer mentioned he's from Poland. Indeed, we are open in Poland. Now my business sits in 6 months in Korea, in Italy, Australia, Ireland, the UK, Canada, US, and Mexico. And that all happened so fast because you don't know who they know, right? Someone is going to see your post on Facebook, and that may be one of the ways that you got invited to tonight's call, was by seeing someone's post. And they're going to know people in other places. And before you know it, if you decide to come on board as a brand partner and join our train, you too will have an international business in no time. Some of the products that we have: Lucim, the Skincerity Skin Mask. It's been on the market for a long time, and it's very, very favored as it's a youth energy product. Noni and collagen, again, another product, the fountain of youth, and anti-aging products are big, big, big industry right now, guys. The last two I just mentioned are excellent in the anti-aging for skin beauty. Our Tahitian noni, there's so many things I want to tell you about the noni. It's the most efficacious fruit in the world. It has the most vitamins and minerals, 256 phytonutrients, including the iridoids. When you start drinking this product, you're going to see some magic happen inside your body. It's going to assist in every single system in your body for pure health, energy, feeling young again. There's so many aches and pains that I no longer carry with me, thanks to the noni and a few of the other favorites that I have. The moa on the right is one of my absolute favorites. It contains 36 exotic superfoods. And when I first started, I asked Reese Antley, you'll hear about him in a moment too. Reese, how do I get rid of the achies in my toes and my back and my feet? And he said, you got to get on MOA. It's really going to help you, as it did for me. I was on the MOA for a month and a half, and I have zero achies in any part of my body. I'm super, super grateful. So along with the noni, it's amazing. We have a stellar product of our optimal line, very, very good vitamins. And, you know, it used to be at one time we could go to the garden and get some fresh produce and have a balanced nutrition, but we can't do that anymore. We have to supplement our diets with good vitamins that are going to prevent you from the viruses, the bugs, and all those nasty things that are floating out there. Banali is our best-selling product in China. It's going to beautify you and give you skin elasticity after you lose all that weight from the drops. Many people have also testified that it really helps them with any kind of allergic symptoms that have gone away. Probiotics, one of the best. All of these vitamins are now in my cupboard. And today, Cindy and I, good friend, we went down to Manzanillo Centro, and I cheated a little bit, and I had a wonderful seafood dish that was covered in cheese. Well, I didn't know this before, but cheese turns quickly into blood sugar in your body. I did take my sugar stop before, and that stops the carbs and the sugars from getting into your blood sugar. So I enjoyed my lunch. I can enjoy the occasional cheat. And thanks to Sugar Stop, it's a great product to help me stay at my goal weight. Pure Nourish on the Slenderies line is my breakfast. It's 18 grams of protein, probiotics, prebiotics. It's delicious, filled with vitamins and minerals. I like to add the cocoa, which is amazing. So good, so good. I blend that in along with some giving greens, again, to the greens, the efficacious greens, the kales, the broccolis, the spinaches, some exotic berries as well. I'm going to throw this at you because I've discovered the best dessert in the world. You sprinkle your cocoa over frozen blueberries and slivered almonds and stir it around, and it is like the best dessert ever. Let's talk about the drops in a minute, but first we're going to hear about Renew. It's a fountain of youth in a box. It helps combat the natural aging process to promote youth and vitality. This product has a science to prove that it improves cell regeneration, it boosts energy and stamina, enhances libido and sexual function. As we age, that part of our body seems to go to sleep, reduces body fat, improves sleep, increases skin elasticity. It teaches your body to create its own HGH, human growth hormone. It's good for your hair, for your skin, for your teeth, for your organs from the inside out. When you marry the Renew along with the drops, you're going to lose weight so much faster because the Renew also puts you into deep REM sleep and drastically reduces the cortisol production. When you have lower cortisol, you're going to lose weight faster. The drops, wow, there's so much we can say about the drops. They're clinically proven, doctor recommended. They've been on the market for 12 years. We've sold well over 1 million bottles. They're all natural, safe, and effective, stimulant and hormone free. When you follow our clean eating list, you will lose weight because it's what we put into our mouth in the first place that got us into trouble. But when you do with the drops, you will lose weight twice as fast. Throw in the Renew, and I'm telling you, you're on your road to wonderful health. Let's talk about the drops. It helps curb hunger and controls appetite, eliminates sugar cravings, and that's where I celebrate because at that beautiful party that we just had on Saturday night, and Arthur was here, he could contest that we had this beautiful smorgasbord of desserts that people brought for the party. I didn't have one piece. I didn't want it, wasn't tempted, didn't have to express willpower. No cake. My birthday just passed, no birthday cake. I do not want sugar. It's my first ever that I can actually release my sugar addiction. And I'm so grateful for that, because we all know that sugar can play havoc on your body, right? It's going to help balance your hormones, including the insulin, ghrelin, leptin, and cortisol. And it's going to increase your energy. So you're going to feel younger and stay motivated. It stimulates your metabolism. And it also helps with stress and stabilizing your mood. So when you get into anxious situations, you will sail right through it and make smarter decisions. Scientifically proven to support your thyroid, maintain healthy blood sugar levels. And this is what I hear very often from my clients, is it helps them with brain fog. Very soon into the program, in the first 2-3 days, they tell me, I don't have brain fog anymore. Memory improvements, and you're going to lose weight in your entire body. The brand is Slendery's Body Balancing Drops. We've nicknamed them Skinny Drops, Magic Drops. Along with the drops, we invite you to participate in the clean eating, in the food list, all the animal proteins, the plant-based proteins. Look at all the vegetables, the fruits, the sea vegetables, including fish and lean beef and lobster and shrimp and tuna and trout and salmon and chicken. There's so many things you can eat. You will certainly not go hungry on this program. And I want to stress to you tonight that it is not a fad. It's not a diet. It is clean eating. It's a lifestyle. It's the way we used to eat when we were kids, before all that processed food started filling up the shelves. We invite you to exercise 15 to 30 minutes a day, 5 days a week. Drink your water, and you will start having amazing results, like our testimonials that you see before your eyes. Jane Storch, good friend of mine, lost 32 pounds in 8 weeks. Have a good look at these pictures. It's amazing. And she's so happy. She can't believe the new her. Alan Schultz, men have hormones too, and men struggle with weight gain as well. Alan's super happy for the weight loss. My friend Ashley Paulson from South Dakota, she's down 42 pounds. Dr. Crystal actually lost more weight than she actually weighs now. She struggled with weight all her life. This is the only program. She lost 162 pounds several years ago, and she still looks like that beautiful person on the right today. Myself, I took these pictures before one drop entered my mouth. I know it's rather brave to pose in spandex and put it in front of you on the internet, but I want to take your attention to the top right picture around the bra line, the hips, and the buttocks. I got fat. I really got fat and frumpy. In 2 weeks, look at the difference of what happened to my body in just 2 weeks. I lost several inches, a lot of weight, and feeling super healthy. In 3 months, I celebrate that I'm down 30 pounds. I went from a size 16 to size 8. I was actually at that volcano in that very same spot yesterday when I took a group of people there to enjoy the countryside. And I took a picture of me standing at that same spot. And I thought to myself, 6 months ago, I had no idea when that picture was taken that I would be back 6 months later with my jeans lined with cash and 30 pounds not packed in the car with me. So I've got my mojo back. That's what happens too. It's not only about aesthetics, it's also about good health. You start to feel sexy again. And when you're sexy, you get funny. So I don't know where that came from, but it's true. I was really funny on Saturday night. Tracy, our bikini queen from West Virginia. Athletes love our products too because their hormones get into a circus. Katie, look at 30 days. My goodness, I'm so proud of her. All these people were guests on my call. Ashley and Reese Rowland. Ashley celebrates that she has no more menopausal symptoms, those night sweats, those hot flashes, the anxiety, the you want to kill my husband moments. Reese has released all of his cravings for Oreo cookies and several Dr. Peppers a day. He's now well past 70 pounds in his journey. James Laponce, another guest recent, was 47 pounds in 4 months. Julie Park, from then the chubby girl to the beautiful girl there. Wow. April from Stratford. Again, so many testimonies. Sheila, when Sheila gave us our testimony, there wasn't a dry eye in the house because she was very, very sick. It was beyond just a few carrying an extra pounds. Now she's back to running on coffee and chaos. She's super healthy and celebrating her life again. Talking about celebrating life, our beautiful co-host tonight, Penny Toner from Grand Prairie. When I called her about 3 months ago, she was not happy with life. She'd given up. She had some issues, some health issues that had gone south on her, and she couldn't eat. She couldn't process any of her food. She couldn't digest, and she was losing. She lost her mojo. She lost her sense of humor. She lost the Penny that I used to know. And after 2 months on this product, she's back to feeling amazing. She's well on her road to recovery. She just did a woman show, 3-day intense woman show. So again, these drops are far more than just losing some weight. It's about changing people's lives. Now I'd like to bring up Anita Hafner from Vancouver, a good friend of mine. Anita's a lovely lady. I'm going to bring her forward and ask her a few questions. Anita, are you with me tonight? Please unmute.
Yes, I'm here. Hi.
Anita. Okay, now you've been in the health and wellness field for a while. Tell me a little about what you do.
Well, Ricia, it actually all started when I was 21, and I don't know if I told you this part, but it just kind of came to me that it was important because I didn't realize that I've had hormonal issues all my life. I crashed skydiving when I was 21 and had a near-death experience, and the whole time to now, I've been working on getting back into my body. So I became a bioenergetics technician, and I teach people how to be in their bodies. I read energy. I watch how energy moves through people, feel it more so than necessarily see it, although that happens as well. But 4 years ago, I experienced 3 very severe head injuries that I'm still moving through. And my medicine of choice that helped me the most was marijuana. And since taking these drops on Friday, I will be 4 weeks. I have noticed a few things. I was already getting better. I'm in the exercise stage, building muscle. So I haven't really dropped a lot of weight. I've moved it around. What I've noticed is I'm leaner. My inches are less. I'm sleeping better. I'm reaching for my marijuana less and less. I was actually taking a special one just for sleep called CBN. I have actually not used that for over a week now. And I'm using less and less the one I use for the daytime, which helps with my headaches and suffering. So I have a feeling that over the course of the next few months, that will be a thing of the past. I've really found it very interesting that this product came to me because I never considered hormones. I did energy work, mental work, emotional work. I cleaned the past. I cleaned the abuse. I did it all, but I never considered hormones. And when I saw Gail float by my Facebook, and I saw these pictures earlier in the summer, and I disregarded them because I said, another diet pill. Not interested. But when I saw Gail float by, Gail and I have done workshops empowering women in the past. So I knew Gail wasn't selling snake oil and that she was an honest person. So I reached out, and when I found that they were homeopathic, I went, they're frequency based, right up my alley, because that's what I teach. I teach that everything is energy based, and our vibration attracts what we create. But not just thinking, but a very emotionally aligned vibration. So the homeopathy drops are actually working with people vibrationally, and they're helping repattern people, reprogram people. And that's why such results are happening, because their systems are actually taking on new frequency. And while you're actually eating the proper diet, you're giving your physiology a break. So it's healing, and you're actually changing your vibration. It's a remarkable product. Now, when I took the Renew for the first time, I did some research prior and I read that a lot of people were unable to sleep. So I've been sensitive. I wear earplugs. So I took it during the day. That night, my partner was pleasantly surprised because I initiated some intimacy because it does actually trigger the libido. The next day I took it in the morning and I was like, well, where's Scott when I was driving to an appointment? So, but you do have to have an open body. If you're still shut down, that's not going to happen, right? That's where the energetics comes in. When you open your system, these things, you can feel them. Now back to the Renew, I am actually sleeping deeper. I'm not sleeping 8 hours. I haven't slept 8 hours in years. Every couple hours, sometimes every half an hour I'd awake, but I'm noticing deeper sleeps. So back to not using the CBN anymore. I haven't bought anymore. So I'm not using that anymore. And today I had a whole day away and actually yesterday I spent just my entire day away and I had a wicked headache by the end. I had a tiny bit of marijuana. And this is the most unique part is I live over a very busy area. When I first started sleeping in this environment, I didn't sleep for a week because I forgot about earplugs. Last night, I slept soundly, no earplugs, the first time ever. So I have a belief that these are very powerful products, not just because, they're skinny drops, but because they're actually repatterning people's frequency. And the attitude is changing because they're seeing such positive results so quickly that is even amplifying and perpetuating that frequency shift. So I think they're a great product. That's how I feel and experience them anyways.
Thank you, Anita. Wow, what a
You're
great
welcome.
testimony. And I love exactly what you've said about the frequency. Thank you so much for your time tonight. Super appreciate it.
You're welcome.
We're going to move to our next testimony. Betty, are you here with us? Betty Greenwood. Thank you again, Anita. Love the logo. Love it. Betty Greenwood, are you with us tonight?
She was.
Okay, we've lost Betty. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I'm here. I just
Okay.
couldn't get myself unmuted. Sorry.
Okay. Betty, please share your story with us. How long have you been on the drops?
Thanks for having me first, Ricia. It's really a pleasure. I actually started the drops the beginning of August. And I had been approached by a friend who had registered as a brand partner. And her and I had worked together in a previous company. And so she chatted with me. And I actually wasn't really that open to it to start with until she started talking about how great these drops were working for so many. So I thought, well, you know what? I got nothing to lose. I'm going to give them a try. So I did. And it was, I didn't have a lot of problems, but the one thing I suffered with daily was indigestion and heartburn. And I generally ate pretty healthy, but it still didn't seem to matter. I had really bad sugar cravings. I was always looking for chocolate and jujubes and all those things that aren't good for you. And so as a result of some of that, in aging, we gain weight, and it ends up across our belly from menopause and just aging, right? So it didn't matter how much I was walking or what I was eating, it still didn't really make a difference. So with those things in mind, I thought, you know what, I'll give these drops a try. And honestly, much to my surprise, it's been 3 months pretty much now for me, and I'm down 19 pounds and 15 plus inches. So I feel better than I have in probably 20 years. It just blows my mind. And I don't have the sugar cravings anymore. I'm like you, Ricia. I don't need to have the sweets. Like my husband was sitting eating an ice cream treat beside me and I wasn't attacking him to get it, you know, so I was okay, you know, so, you know, like that feels so good. And I don't remember the last time I took a Tums was, well, probably, you know, when I started the drops, right? Like it's made such a difference for me. And, you know, I come from a history of that. My mom was always having issues with that and stuff too. So, you know, and I have more energy and I can't say enough good about it. I am so thrilled that I took the plunge and jumped on board, and it's so nice to be able to share with others the same thing that you're experiencing, right?
Are you sharing on Facebook? You're doing the System of Growth posting?
Yeah, I am.
How's that working for you?
You know what? In the first, well, it's still working, but to begin with, like I couldn't get the drops here delivered quick enough to be able to hand them out to people that were posting and messaging me wanting them, right? Like it blew my mind. I'd never ever seen anything like it. So, you know, and it's still working good. Like I've got quite a list and still working at it. So it's going good. Yeah.
Fantastic. Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Do you use the Renew as well?
I love the Renew. That is my nighttime drink. I have it half an hour before I go to bed generally and sleep more sound, restful sleeps from having that for sure. Yeah.
Pretty
Thanks.
amazing.
Yeah.
Your skin looks great. You look lovely.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's a lot of it's the products and it's your health and your lifestyle, I think too, right? So
absolutely.
Yeah.
Betty, thank you so much for joining us on the call tonight. We're going to continue on with the show. Thank you both to Anita and to Debbie, to Betty. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so now you're probably wondering, I'm convinced, how can I get these drops? Well, you can become a customer and buy retail, but why would you want to buy retail when you can get it wholesale? So the company has an ingenious plan for us to become brand partners. The brand partner can be a customer and obtain wholesale pricing, and a brand partner can be a business builder and obtain wholesale pricing, plus earn team commissions. It's $29.95 one time in the United States, $37.95 one time in Canada. It's not monthly, it's not annual, it's a one-time membership fee. And should you choose to join us as a brand partner to build your business, we have every single tool available for you, all the training, the community, the support. We have some top money earners on tonight's call. I do want to share with you our income disclaimer because Partner Code does not guarantee any level of income or success to any brand partner. Earnings from the Partner Code compensation plan depends entirely on each brand partner's sales, business skills, ability, and personal application. Let's share with you now how to turn your drops into profits. When you're with a product company, every product, every bottle, every box has a PV, a point value. Okay, so we'll make some reference to that point value in a moment. First, right out of the gate, as a brand partner, you're going to receive 30% off of the retail pricing. So in turn, you're going to make 30% in retail profits as you sell the drops through friends and family, Facebook postings. It's amazing, like Betty said, how people come out of the woodwork because they want what we've got. In the United States, you can choose an option to buy a 4-pack for $371. Keep one for yourself, sell the other free. You've made $202 in profits, plus you get your box free. You also have the ability in the US to buy a 10-pack. Your unit cost is $88, so it increases your profits to $648 on a 10-pack, plus your product for free. In Canada, we're able to buy in a 3-pack. When you sell at $232, the regular selling price, you're able to make profits of $233 and keep your box free. Or you can also offer your customers a 15% discount, which brings your profits to $162 with the box free. So we'd like to recommend to everybody to set their first goal to achieve what we call ultimate. It's a top paid position in our company. You can do this easily by promoting 30 boxes over 30 days. Along the way, you'll make $2,100 and $1,860. Betty made mention of her Facebook postings, and that's basically what we teach. It's called System of Growth, and we'll share more with that with you in a minute. But people will come out of the woodwork that you haven't talked to in a long time because they're going to want the drops. We're all connected. You may have a US audience, but you don't know who they know and what international connections are waiting out there for you. So let's talk about turning social media into profit. Our system of growth is such. We have boards, an app that you put on your phone. You're going to be properly trained through this, and it's quite simple, very easy. We have all the testimonies for you to post your first day, your second day, your third day, the text as well as the picture. We have hundreds and hundreds and thousands of pictures of happy people that have enjoyed great success with this product. We have all the answers when someone asks questions. What are the drops? What are the ingredients? How much do they cost? If you can copy and paste, you can do this business and you can make money. So we're going to go forward and share with you the second half of the presentation on how you can turn your membership fee into some significant income. First thing you'd like to do is activate your position with 200 points so you're eligible to receive team commissions. In Canada, option 1 is to buy a 3-pack. It's 150 points, so you're not quite optimized yet at the activated position. In the US, you would be at a 4-pack, which would be $371 and 200 points. But I'm going to suggest we've heard the testimonies of the Renew. In Canada, start off minimum with a 3-pack plus a Renew for 508 Canadian. Or in the US, it's 4-pack plus Renew, 278 points. We have Archer on the call with us who lives in Mexico, although he's Canadian. Archer, I will go over the Mexican options for you after the call. We have a 10-pack option again in the United States, or I'd recommend to absolutely take advantage of better pricing, better unit costs. When you buy 2 10-packs in the United States, it reduces your unit price to $88. In the US, they sell it anywhere from $160, $65 to $176. So you get some significant profit going on there. I highly recommend to invest in your new business at the ultimate option. It's a 30-pack. This is a US option again. Your profits on a 30-pack are $2,500. So there's hardly any businesses I can think of out there that you can more than double your initial business startup and be able to make that kind of money in your first month, because most people are realizing that just by following our system of growth. Why are people doing so well with this company? Simply because we have been voted the best compensation plan in the entire industry. It is the most generous plan. I've been in the industry in 24 years, and this plan is paying people very, very generously. There are 9 ways to get paid. I'm going to cover a couple of them tonight. We've already talked about the retail profits, where you'll make 30% in retail profits. And the new volume bonus is very easy. Along will come the people who say, I don't want to pay retail. I want to become a brand partner and pay my $29.95 or $37.95 for a Canadian lady. And Mary, for instance, let's say she buys her first order of 1,000 points. If you have 200 points, you would be considered activated. You would make 15% or $150 on Mary's purchase. Because again, we're paid on the point value of that purchase order. If you're at the ultimate position, you would receive double. A mentor always said to me, never ever, if the company wants to pay you more money, leave money on the table, Ricia. So for that same purchase that Mary would make, your new volume bonus would be $300 once you're ultimate. You achieve the ultimate position, you never lose it. It is yours for life. It is the top pay position in our company. To be able to stay qualified for position, for commissions, you'll sell or buy 100 points of product every 4 weeks to stay qualified. We do have smart links that you can send to people around the world, around the country kind of thing. And when they purchase those, the point values of the purchase will count towards your 100. But I assure you, I want you to try these products because as we heard from our testimonials tonight, it will change your vibration. It will change your health outlook. It will change everything about how you feel. In your new volume bonus, we get paid 15% on the activity of our team every week, along with all the other ways we get paid. When that creeps up to over $10,000, or rather $250, the company will put 15% into a savings account for you. When that adds up to $10,000, you're going to get a phone call from the company, and the following Friday, $10,000 US is going to be deposited into your bank. At the PXP convention that I recently went to in Orlando, there was 10 people on stage who had celebrated their $10,000 bonus check, in addition to all the other commissions they had made with our company. Everything we do is going to earn you lifestyle credits. You can cash in your LCs for beautiful 5-star trips. The recent trip was in Tahiti. The trip following that in July was in the Bahamas. There were several people that went on these trips and reported back that there was the best trip ever, treated like a king and a queen, 5-star resorts. The upcoming trip is Punta Cana. That will be sailing probably in the early spring. And then we have the trip to Bali that's coming up as well too. Every single person on this call can be qualifying for these trips. Again, at the recent convention, we had 2,000 people at this convention, yet 800 people were recognized. I've been at conventions where there's 8,000 people and only 200 people recognized. In my experience in this industry, when you have people being recognized on stage, 800, almost 1,000 people being recognized on stage, you have people that are making weekly checks, many of whom are checks with commas. Now it gives me great pleasure to bring up to you Canada's sweetheart. She is the top 4 power ranker in the country. And the power ranking score is based on growth, on retention, on weekly earnings. This gal looks hot. She was 174 down to 134. Beautiful, beautiful lady. And just a real great leader in our whole business. She's probably the best leader in the entire country. Are you with us right now, Christy Walsh? I'm so excited to have you on board.
Hey, hi, how are you?
Christy, so nice to see you. We got a Canada flag and the maple leaf and the partner code. We're ready to go.
Yeah.
So, Christy, congratulations, first of all, on your success.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm so grateful every day. It just blows my mind, this business.
7 months ago, did you have any idea where you would be by November with this company?
Oh my goodness, no. So 7 months ago, I was not feeling good. I was overweight and, scrolling around Facebook, and Joni and I have been friends for numerous years, and I saw her post a couple testimonials of before and afters, and I thought, I wonder if this works. I really need to lose some weight. So that was my initial, introduction to the business. So fast forward 7 months later, no, I did not expect to be where I am at all today. So it's just such a blessing.
Fantastic. So it all started by you responding to a post from Joni Budd.
That easy. Isn't that wild?
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy. And what made you decide to do the business? What was it about Partner Co that intrigued you?
Well, I first just bought a box from Joni, right? And she said, well, when I get them in, I'll ship one off to you or whatever. And I'm like, okay. And then later that night, I was laying in bed and I thought, oh man, I wonder how much money she made off that box of drops, right? Like, that's what really, and I thought, I'm going to message her. And so I messaged her and she told me, well, yeah, I made like $74 off that one box. And I went, you've got to be kidding me. I said, send me some info right now. Like, I can totally do this too. And she's like, well, that's not only like the most incredible thing. She's like, all these testimonies that you see me posting, we give them to you, and they're real people. They're other brand partners, they're other customers. And she's like, so like, we give them to you, we give you all the text scripts, and it's just that easy. And I was like, all right, like, send me some info and sign me up. So I watched like a little video about Partner Co, and I was quite intrigued that it was partnership marketing, which, I kind of had to wrap my head around that. And then I signed up that day and started posting, I think 2 days later. So.
Okay. And it happened that quickly. So I hear from people, I'm too busy, I'm busy, I'm so busy. Now, when I looked at busy in the dictionary, there was your picture. I mean, like you have a cleaning business, you have children, you're on the go all the time. How did you ever fit this in and gain such massive success in just a short period of time? Oh, you're muted, Christy. Just a moment.
Sorry. Yeah. So it was the system of growth. Everything was given to me, like all the posts, all the follow-up scripts, all the videos, all the training. And I could schedule all my posts out. So I went and scheduled an entire month out because I know I was super busy, right? And I thought, I'm going to forget if I don't get these scheduled. So I scheduled them all out. And it was just as easy as following up with people who said, send me info. And I would just click and send them the info, the text script. So I think that's how I was able to fit it in to my busy lifestyle because it was all on my phone. I could do it anywhere. So if I was even at the barn with my daughter when she was riding her horses, it was just a click of a button and I could still continue to watch her at the hockey rink, anywhere, right? Even while I'm working my job full time, I'm cleaning houses and I can still respond back to people because my scripts are there, right? It's just,
Right.
it's a total no-brainer. And a lot of people say, oh, I'm too busy. But you can busy yourself with things that don't make you money, or you can busy yourself with things that do make you money, right?
Right.
And it's where your focus goes. If you're focused on being busy, you're just going to be busy. But if you focus on the activities to bring the income, then you're going to bring the income in, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can make money or you can make excuses, but you can't make both.
Right? Totally. Yeah.
So overall, you've been with PartnerCo about 7 months now.
Mm-hmm.
What is your overall feeling about the products, about the company, about the corporate management, the leadership?
Yeah. So I have been in a couple other MLM type businesses and tried products. I didn't find that anything really worked. But so that's a major difference here with PartnerCo. Our products are tested, they're guaranteed, they have clinical studies. And when you take them, you actually notice a difference, sometimes as quick as a day or two, right? Like, I think it was probably day 3 of the drops, my night sweats totally disappeared. And, I'm at that age where I used to have to get up and change my pajamas throughout the night. So I knew that the drops were doing something inside of me before I even started to notice the scale move or anything. So that's what really is different about our products. You take the Renew, you fall asleep. You take the Elite, your anxiety goes away. Like it's just so amazing. I swear these products were just given to PartnerCo on a golden platter from God. You know what I mean? Like share these, help people spread the word. So the products work. The leadership and the owners, like when I met them in Orlando, I was just mesmerized by how amazing they were. They were, young guys with families, and they were approachable. They're probably, billionaires, who knows? But they wanted to hear from us. They wanted to know our names. They wanted to know our stories. They wanted to hear how, their compensation plan and their products have helped us. And they listened, and it wasn't just kind of, a person, oh yeah, whatever. They actually listened, and they make the changes that we need. They say, what do you need in PartnerCo to make things better? And I've had conversations with John about that previously on the phone. Like, what do you need in Canada? You're the one on the ground. Like, how can we make it better? And then things come and they roll it out. So it's totally different. They have thousands and thousands of brand partners to take care of, but they treat us all like we're number one and that we mean something, right? And They were there the entire PXP event too, sitting in the front row with their families. They didn't sneak off like most of the owners and things do. They participated and it was fun and it felt like a giant family reunion. I mean, like you and I had never met in person previous to this, but like when I met you, I felt like we had known each other forever. It's like Ricia, you know, and that's the spirit that just trickles down right from the owners, right through the corporate and through all the brand partners, right? We're like a huge family. And it feels so good and it's so much fun. I love this business. I've met amazing people and heard amazing stories. There's nothing better than, waking up to a message from your customer or brand partner telling you, that their blood pressure has come down, their A1C has come down, like their levels are pre-diabetic now, before they were diabetic. Like the feelings you get inside, just there's nothing like it, It's awesome. I love it.
Exactly. I totally agree with you. Well, I think that we've worked other companies for those of us that have been in this industry, and God finally said, okay, I'm going to give you the best of the best product, the best leadership, the best community, the best culture, and I'm going to have everybody phone you and want your product.
Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Like you were talking, and you were talking about going ultimate, right? And when you first tell your brand partners, well, you want to sell 30 boxes and get to ultimate, their faces, they're always like, and I'm like, don't worry about it. Like people will be banging on your door for these drops and these products, I think I sold my first 30 boxes in 10 or 11 days. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. That's so true. So yeah, I noticed you had your family with you in Orlando. Tell me, how has your life changed for you and your family since you've started with Partner Co?
Well, yeah, I was able to bring my kids, my boyfriend, my ex-husband, my ex-mother-in-law, like we had a great big family vacation for 2 weeks. And there's no way I would have been able to afford that cleaning my houses, right? Like, I mean, I made a decent enough income, but not enough to take 2 weeks off of work and not enough to get flights and, condos and everything. So that was just like a blessing. I had been praying and praying that I could get my kids to Disney World before they got too old. And this has been a goal of mine forever, but I could never figure out how I could accomplish it. And then it was just like, when I heard that the PXP was in Orlando, Florida, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like God sending me a signal, like, bring your family, go have fun, do your business, meet great people, and here's the money to do it, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's changed like so many ways, because I used to think that I'd have to work till I'm 100 years old. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I might not be able to put anything away for retirement. It was just living paycheck to paycheck. And now I actually can dream big again. I can see myself, being able to travel, being able to quit working in my cleaning job and be able to do things for my mom. Like, my mom is my best friend in the world, and one of her things on her bucket list is to go on an Alaskan cruise.
Wow.
And I'm gonna surprise her with one next summer.
Nice.
I know, right?
Beautiful.
And I never
Beautiful.
ever would have been able to do that prior to Partner Co. And now I know that if I plan it, I'll have it paid for by the time we go, and I can say, hey mom, we're going on a cruise, right? Like
Exactly.
it's a godsend.
Yeah. I actually did that for my mom from network marketing. And it's just, now that she's gone, it stays with me as one of the best memories that the two of us had.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And I can
it's
do
pretty
that
special.
now.
You
It's
can.
And I'm so excited I'm going to surprise her on her birthday on June 1st, and then we'll go in the summertime and have a great.
Nice.
Mhm.
Well, fantastic. Christy, it's always a pleasure to talk to you. You are Canada's sweetheart, and I'm so grateful for all your support and your leadership. You work closely with all the teams and treat us all like your family. So thank you again for being our guest speaker on tonight's call.
Thank you so much, Ricia. I love your calls. They're just amazing.
Thank you. Love that girl. Look at how stunning she is. Wow, the transformations that we see. We've had 3 amazing testimonials tonight. And again, bringing it back to the first slide that we talked about, as you've heard this information, have you been thinking about other people in your world, your brother, your co-worker, your sister-in-law, the kids you went to, the friends you went to school with? If you ticked off 3 to 5 of these circles in the beginning, you can be absolutely sure that they also have 3 to 5 plus 7 to 10 of these circles ticked off too. And we have in our hot little hands something that can seriously help people. So we can bring help and we can empower ourselves financially, and we can help them be empowered financially as well. Because the last time I checked in Canada and Mexico, or Canada and the US, even in Mexico, the inflation, they're driving the inflation to the roof. It's just another way of grabbing taxes. And when Cindy, my girlfriend, who's staying here in the villas right now, and she saw that we got this beautiful T-bone steak, gorgeous 1-inch thick T-bone for it was like $14 for 2 kilos. She said, my God, back home, I'd be paying well over $50 for this one piece of meat. Guys, we can help people with their finances as well, too. We can empower them financially. We can help them with their health. We can help them live the dream and enjoy time freedom in a body that they love, and financial stability, a body that you love. And welcome to our family, a community of friends, and enjoy luxury experiences. Enrolling is so easy. I mean, everything about this company is super smooth and easy. It takes as little as 5 minutes. So now is the time to get started. Get back together with the person who invited you on the call. I'm going to close the recording. So I want to say thank you again to Christy, to Anita, and to Betty for being my guest. To my beautiful co-host, Penny Toner, thank you so much. And to all of our guests and brand partners who supported the call, thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's November 13th, 2024.